Hello friends, welcome to Devrat Knowledge Villa. You are watching our English video series of operating system and learning basics of OS. Today's our topic is multi-programming, which is one type of operating system. So let's see in detail multi-programming. Here it is a structure of multi-programming. Let's see how it is different as compared to spooling. We have already discussed spooling in our earlier video. So guys, if you are still remain to watch the video of spooling, so please click here in I button at top right corner and you can watch the video of spooling and come back here to understand the multi-programming. So what's going on inside the spooling? So here main memory is loading program or process from the secondary memory one by one. It means we can't load the more number of programs here. But in terms of multi-programming, we can load the multiple programs inside the main memory. So that is a key difference between spooling and multi-programming. Now let's see in detail with the properties, so you will be understand better. Carries more load. It means we are able to load multiple programs inside the main memory. So indirectly we can say that multi-programming system carries more load. What is next limitation? So it executes more process via context switch. Let's understand what is context switch. Suppose program P1 is in execution, and whenever CPU will complete the execution of program P1 and again CPU is allocated to process P2. It means CPU is going to switch from process P1 to P2. This thing is known as a context switch. Now let's see with the figure. Right now job A is in execution. So remaining jobs are in waiting. It means whenever CPU will release by the job A and again CPU will allocate it to job B. So we can say that it is a context switch. Now one question should arise in your mind. If the operating system is a multi-programming, so why we are not able to execute multiple programs at a time? Get it? So answer of your question is, let take one non-technical example as we have discussed in our earlier video, like the classroom. One professor is teaching to entire class. So everyone can learn from that professor. Get it? Multiple students can learn. But suppose professor will ask to students regarding their queries. Like students, if you have any query in your mind, so you can ask to me. So everyone will raise your hand to ask the query or to answer the question of professor. Why? Because at a time, suppose at a time 20 people are asking the question, so professor will not be able to listen parallelly 20 people. Get it? Professor will listen 20 people one by one. Professor will solve the query of 20 students one after another. So same concept is here. At a time one CPU can execute one process only. It means suppose CPU is executing process P1. So after completion the work of process P1, CPU will execute process P2. Get it? CPU is executing multiple program one by one. This thing is known as a multi-programming. Hope you are understanding very well what is multi-programming. Still, if you have any query in your mind, you can comment me on comment box and you can ask me anytime. Let's see next property, that is less waiting time. Right now multiple programs are already loaded inside the main memory. So whenever CPU become free after executing one program, so directly CPU will switch towards the next program. So CPU will not become idle here. Get it? At a time CPU will execute any process, either it should be P1, P2 or Pn. Get it? So main advantage is proper CPU utilization. In earlier cases of spooling, after completion the execution of program P1, CPU have to wait till the loading of program P2. When program P2 will load, then and then CPU can execute program P2. But right now situation is different. Multiple programs are already loaded inside the main memory. So CPU can execute one by one all programs with the fastest speed. Now let's see some limitations are also available regarding to the multiprogramming. So first limitation, that is requires main memory management. Now we are loading multiple programs inside the main memory. So actually secondary memory is very large as compared to main memory. Right now if you will look about your current computer system, so you are using 1 TB or 500 GB hard disk, and you are using 8 GB or 12 GB RAM. So primary memory is very small as compared to secondary memory. So whenever we are loading multiple programs inside the primary memory, so it will require main memory management. And if you will think about the earlier system when multiple programming concepts were used, so at that time there is a very small primary memory. Next limitation, that is process or CPU scheduling. Like whenever we are loading multiple programs or process inside the main memory, so at a time one process or program is in execution, like job A is in execution, so remaining jobs are in waiting. So there is need to arrange the schedule. It means after job A which job will execute, or after program P1 which program will execute. If you will think current situation of COVID-19, so at whenever you will go to the market, so every shopkeepers maintaining a queue, they are drawing a round circle, and every persons have to wait inside that round circle, and whenever that person's turn will arrive, then that person is going to be served. If you will think about the normal days like any hotels or any banks, so they are generating tokens whenever you will go for the lunch or dinner. So if some people are already taking a lunch and dinner, so you have to wait inside the waiting room, and they are allotting a token numbers. So whenever your token number is generated, then and then you can go for the lunch or dinner. Same thing here, we have to schedule the process and CPU. Let's see next limitation, that is internal and external fragmentation. So whenever we will do memory management, so there are multiple memory management techniques like contiguous memory allocation, non-contiguous memory allocation, fixed size partitioning, variable size partitioning. So doing this type of memory management, some problems can arise, and this thing is known as a internal and external fragmentation. If you are thinking, so what is the solution of internal external fragmentation? So we can solve this type of problem by using the paging and segmentation. So we will discuss or overcome this both the limitation when we will discuss the memory management unit. Same thing, we will overcome this limitation into the process management unit. Now next important limitation is no forceful preemption to process. It means suppose right now job A is in execution, so we can't preempt job A, and we can't schedule next job till the job A is remain. It means whenever job A will complete the work of CPU, then and then job A will release the CPU, and that CPU will allocate it to some another job. It means remaining jobs have to wait till the job A will complete the use of CPU. It means system cannot forcefully preempt any job or any process in between whenever that process or job is in execution and that process or job is using the CPU. So in between we can't stop forcefully any program or any process. That is the limitation of multiprogramming, and this limitation we will overcome inside the next topic, that is multitasking. Let's compare multiprogramming with the earlier system that is known as a spooling. So what is the difference here? If you will look, so earlier spooling was uniprogramming, and right now our current system is multi-programming. So this limitation is overcome here. Next, CPU remain idle when process in waiting. So right now there is a proper CPU utilization. CPU will not idle here. Any time CPU will execute any program. Get it? So we can overcome this limitation also. So hope you are understanding the properties and limitations of multiprogramming. Next topic of our video series will be multitasking, and we will overcome this limitation of no forceful preemption to process in multitasking. So wait for the video of multitasking and allow me to bring that video. Hope you are understanding very well. If you have still any query regarding to multiprogramming, you can comment me on comment box. I will try to solve your query as much as possible. Thanks to connect with Devrat Knowledge Villa. Thank you very much.